Because I heard he could really play.
No. He can't even be Shakur.
He can't
So you.
What's Shakur lied to you?
You lost. I seen the videos.
You ain't seen my video.
Oh, I didn't.
Exactly.
I just seen the videos.
Exactly. What would happen? Exactly.
Boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they said the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Yeah.
He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring. He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done, so it's not marketable. But he can't do that because Shakur is world champion.
Terence Crawford stirred controversy after confronting Devin Haney and voicing strong opinions about Shakur Stevenson. Crawford warned that Stevenson's elite defensive skills make him one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing today, cautioning that anyone who underestimates him could face serious consequences inside the ring.
Obviously, your little brother, you know what I'm saying, Shakur, that's the fight. Everybody want to see that. That's the 50-50, I think, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying 50-50. I told both of them that. That's a toss-up to me. No bias. Don't just say that because you're a man. Who you got winning that?
I got Shakur. People may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they said the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Crawford suggested that several fighters, including Haney, may be reluctant to step in with Stevenson, labeling him one of the most intimidating and technically challenging opponents in the sport.
Terence, you're here for your little brother this week, in Shakur Stevenson. I've interviewed both of you for years, and you really have kind of built a relationship that a lot of people know about. Some people maybe don't. How good is Shakur Stevenson in your opinion?
He's not good, he's great. And I think tomorrow the world will take notice of how great he is. There's a reason why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter. He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that. Just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff. But they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got a Shakur Stevenson era.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, the punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on. You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing. You know, and tomorrow he will show it.
How do you think it ends tomorrow night? Do you believe that Shakur Stevenson can stop Teofimo Lopez? Because people aren't really talking about that.
Listen, if T.O. get out of line, you know, he can get hurt. You know, but I see Shakur outboxing him to a decision.
Bud openly praised Stevenson's ring IQ, strategy, and technical precision. He described him as a master tactician who blends sharp thinking with flawless execution, making him a feared and respected presence in any division.
When I'm in there with Shakur, you know, it's a chess match, you know, because Shakur is a thinking man as well. So it's definitely a chess match, and you know, that's something that, you know, I love, he loved, because now we got to be creative. We got to be, you know, we got to go in that bag and be like, man, I can't do this with him because it's not gonna work. So now I got to get more creative to get a little advantage over him, because we both competitive. Neither one of us want to let the other one get anything off. So, you know, that's probably what he alluded.
Devin Haney responded with confidence, declaring that a fight with Stevenson is inevitable. He emphasized that the matchup is too big to ignore, pointing to the massive financial stakes and overwhelming fan demand.
Say your name without saying Shakur, Teofimo, Tank, right? It just is what it is. Is that fight going to ever happen? Would it ever happen against you and Shakur?
100%, yeah. I think so. I think it.
You think Shakur will grow into whatever weight you're in?
I mean, we're all all of us is close to the same size. You know, we're all growing together. We're all like, you know, getting bigger. Well, so, and it's only so many guys, like y'all said. It's only so many guys that we could make big money and people want to see the fights. Which even though I know that they making new guys, it's guys like Kermel, Abdullah, all these guys want to come up too. So eventually they gonna be there too. But yeah, no, I think that a fight with Shakur is very much possible. Which we tried to make happen a while back, but you never know. I think that it could.
During a recent podcast, Stevenson and Crawford briefly discussed Haney, focusing on competition and mutual respect. Stevenson made it clear he is ready to face whoever stands in front of him, including elite names like Haney.
I will fight whoever they put in front of me.
What about Devin Haney?
Whoever they put in front.
Still, making mega fights in boxing is never simple. Negotiations involve purse splits, broadcast deals, promotional politics, and risk versus reward calculations. Some insiders believe delays in finalizing the Haney fight are less about fear and more about securing the right business terms. In boxing, timing and money often dictate destiny.
So I try to be real careful on what I say.
True. This is guy Jay on Twitter. He a big Haney fan. He be always clipping and changing stuff, Jay.
Yeah, they gonna make a narrative as if like I'm scared of. I think Devin's a tremendous fighter. Do I think Devin Haney can beat me? Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah.
For me personally, I'm on a different level than everybody.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to boxing, because Devin, he's a boxer. It's not like he's a fucking stone cold killer who's just gonna go in there and try to knock me the fuck out.
Yeah.
He's gonna outbox me. I'm the greatest boxer. How do you...
Crawford's admiration for Stevenson goes deeper than casual praise. He has repeatedly highlighted Stevenson's ability to adjust mid-fight, a rare trait among elite fighters. When critics question Stevenson's defensive style, Crawford defends him, reminding fans that boxing is about hitting without getting hit, a philosophy famously embodied by Muhammad Ali.
Shakur, ain't nobody beat Shakur. I'm saying Shakur beat everybody. It don't matter who it is, Shakur beating them, so it don't matter. Shakur over everybody. And that's how it's gonna be. Man, that boy's special. That boy's special, man. Shakur's, you know what I mean, one of a kind, you know what I mean? He adapt to every fighter, and then once he adapt to you, it's a long ride.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also applauded Stevenson's technique and ring intelligence. While comparing fighters in division, Mayweather described Gervonta Davis as the biggest puncher, but labeled Stevenson the more polished and technically refined boxer. Mayweather even suggested years ago that Stevenson possesses the potential to achieve something special in the sport.
You got guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, you know, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 would probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
And what is it about him? Because I know he have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, I mean, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there.
Haney is determined to prove he belongs among boxing's elite. He understands that legacy is built by facing the toughest challenges. A showdown with Stevenson is more than a title fight. It's about pride, respect, and defining a generation. Many believe this matchup could shape the modern era of boxing.
If those fights are not possible, would you be more inclined just to move up to 140?
Yeah, you know, if I can't get those fights next or it doesn't make sense for it to be next, I'll probably go to 140, test it out, see how I feel at the weight at 140, and then when the time is right, then, you know, I'll defend my belt at 135. We'll just see, though. I got to go back and talk with the team and see what makes the most sense. That's really all.
Talk of a Haney versus Stevenson super fight continues to intensify. Both fighters remain undefeated, disciplined, and technically brilliant. Haney has publicly acknowledged Stevenson as a serious threat, but insists he is ready for the challenge.
Devin Haney going to concede to that? I doubt it. So there's a major obstacle in the way. But nonetheless, as you watch these two fighters fight, you can clearly see, outside of cheating, they're more than likely not going to lose. Right? With that said, Devin Haney immediately responds to Shakur. Shakur responds to Devin. Right? Again, we had the initial four kings. It was Devin, Ryan, T.O., and Tank Davis. Right? It was supposed to be the Four Kings 2.0, from the Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearn, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran.
Stevenson has also responded, making it clear he is open to the fight at the right time. Their exchanges show mutual respect, but also reveal the strategic thinking behind elite-level boxing. At this level, success isn't just about skill. It's about timing, negotiation, and legacy.